So the famous verb get, it gets everyone. It gets everyone, meaning everyone gets confused. So here, right, I know it's very, very small. The important thing here is to see the word get and all the different combinations, right, that you can create, right? So first of all, right, give me some, use get in a sentence, right? And try not to be so, try to think of a combination, an unusual combination using the verb to get. All right. Right. So we already got some. We already got here a lot of different. Right. So, for example, right, yeah, he got on the bus. He got on it. So the bus is moving. So he got on it. Right. If it's something that's moving, you get on it. But you don't. Now, if it's a structure, you get in. Right. She got in the car. Um, but she. Yeah. So if it's like a train, that's a good question. If it's a train or a bus, you get on the bus. Right. But they got in or into, they got into the club. Right. They went inside. Good, good, good. So good ones. Write some questions with the verb to get, and then I will give you some of my examples that are not so obvious. Some of them are very obvious. You can learn them in any single textbook, but other combinations are harder, right? Are harder to find, and yet they're very popular, right? So here are some very common ones. Get off. You get on the bus, you get off. Get off at the next station. Get out. Tell someone, hey, get out of here. Get out. Right? Simple ones. Get together. A group of people gets together, right? They meet. Right? So if you get down, you become sad. You get down. Right? Get around. Right? You get around to doing something. Well, you get down can also mean you get down means you get sad, but it can also mean to when you're on top of something, you get down. Right. Very good. So these are some simple ones, but we're not going to focus too much on these, right? Because I mostly teach intermediate to advanced learners. So this stuff you'll get in any basic course. I focus my attention on the advanced level students. So learn how to do something. Get hung on it. Get the hang of it. What do you think? A or B? If you are part of the community, then you can participate, you can vote, you can choose the right option, and you can earn points. All right, so make sure you get your points and choose A or B. When you learn how to do something, when something becomes second nature. Ali is here, first time on the stream. Hi, Ali, welcome to class. Yeah, well, it's true, Maria. Well, and with English, English is one of those things. It's one of those languages where there are several ways to say things, right? So you can say, "Hmm, very good, great sentences. So Lil, she worked hard and she worked hard to get ahead. Great sentence. I have to get my hair cut. Very good, common, right? So I got So maybe if it's a year ago, JJ, I got through David's lessons through Monley a year ago. Okay, I wouldn't say I got through. I would say I got to meet David through his lessons. Good. All right. Get to know each other. Urana says, I'm glad that we can get each other well. We wouldn't say get each other well. You would say get to know each other well. Get to know each other well, or I'm happy we get on well. So here, the correct answer is B. Get the hang of it. Right? Get the hang of it. So you are like hang, something hangs. You have a hanger. You put your clothes in the closet. You put it on a hanger, so you can hang from a bar if that's what you like to do. But you get the hang of it. Get the hang of something means you've learned to do it. Right. So see if you can use it. See if you can use it. So you learned to do something. It's normal for you. It's easy for you. Right. You got the hang of it. I got the hang of it. Right. So here. Right. So let's see. For example, you could say, I started using this application and it was hard at the beginning, but I got the hang of it now. I got the hang of it. I know how it works. It's no problem. I learned to use the application. I got the hang of it. All right. Very good. All right. We're going to use a lot of those. We're going to use a lot of those expressions today. So fantastic. Right. So, for example, have you gotten the hang of it yet? Have you gotten the hang of it yet? Have you learned to do it? Next one. So he got away from cheating. He got away with cheating. He got away on cheating, meaning he escaped. Right? He didn't get caught. Right? He didn't get caught. If you get caught, that's get plus passive or the plus the passive. Yeah, you get caught means you get found out. Somebody finds out that you cheated. The teacher says, "Bad little boy." Right? But he got away. He got away with cheating. He got away on cheating. He got away from cheating. Which one is it? He cheated on the test, but the teacher didn't see it. The teacher didn't find out, right? And a lot of people cheat, in life and on tests, but they don't get caught. So they get away with it. Correct answer is B. Very nice. Hi, Mariana. So it's actually get away with. Okay, but good try, Mariana. Don't worry. Get away with something. Right? So people can get away with, an expression is someone can get away with murder, meaning they can do something very, very bad and they can get away with it. Nobody will see them. Nobody will realize what they did. All right. So see if you can use this. Right. So for example, let's say someone does something bad. Think of bad things that people do. right? So he stole, the guy or the girl stole something and got away with it. They got away with it. The police, they weren't able to do anything about it. They got away with it. The thief, the robber got away with it. Good. Good, good, good. All right, fantastic. So next one. We'll get through this together. We'll get onto this together. We'll get out of this together. Right? So here, let's say you have now a couple. You have a couple here. Right, choose A, B, or C, and then I will give you the answers in a bit. All right. But while you think about it, I will explain this. So you have a couple, a guy and a girl, and they're having problems, as all couples do. It's normal. It's normal to encounter, right, difficulties and have problems in life, right? But with your spouse, with your husband, with your wife, you say, we'll get through this together, onto this together, or out of this together. Meaning we will manage it. We will fight together. We will stay united. We will work together. Right? We will, together we will solve the problem. All right. So remember, Ali, you can choose A, B, or C. So don't write A, B, or C, but you know, uh, there's a blue button where it says answer the poll. Click on that, and then you can choose A, B, or C. Exactly. Exactly, JJ. If you get away with something, you avoid the punishment or the consequences, or you don't get caught. You don't get caught, you get away with it. Arena says, we're getting the hang of this schedule. Great sentence, 5 points for you. You're the only one that used that expression. The only thing is I would use the present continuous. We're getting the hang of this new schedule. Right? We're getting the hang of it. Fantastic. So here we'll get through this together, guys. The correct answer is A. We'll get through this together. This is what you want to tell your partner. Whenever you have issues, whenever you have problems, it will come. That's the great thing about being in a loving relationship. You'll get through things together. You'll weather the storm together. You'll get through it. Right? And that's something that you don't see a lot nowadays. People just treat their partners like, you say, oh, I'll just find someone new. Right? You just they're used to throwing things away. Right? So, this appliance doesn't work anymore. My phone doesn't work anymore. I'll get a new one. Just throw it away and get a new one. But the right approach for relationships is to stick together, right? Get through things together. You have a life partner, you'll get through things together. All right, very nice, very nice. So a lot of people on Instagram, a lot of people on Vimeo. If you're on Vimeo, do me a favor, guys, and get on or get on a second platform. It's Instagram or YouTube or Facebook, but stay on Vimeo, but just join the live stream there because that will help the algorithm. Right, so if you're on Vimeo, if you're in class, you're part of the community, join a second one. Join one of the the other platforms from your phone so that the algorithm, so that the platforms will see better engagement. That would really help me. Sanya says he was a serial killer and almost got away with it, but the police caught him. Fantastic. I'm going to give you 5 points. 5 points for that sentence because it's a great sentence. I'm looking. All right, so Lil, let's fix your mistake. I'm looking for getting away with those high temperatures. No, I would say I'm looking to get away. Get away, but not with. Get away with means to not get caught, to escape the consequences, right? So I'm looking to get away, but you're saying with these high temperatures. Yeah, that sounds confusing. Or you say it's. I would just change the structure. Just say it's getting so hot. I'd like to get away. I'd like to get away. Right. I'd like to, meaning you want to go to a place that's not so hot. With these high temperatures, or like this, with these high temperatures, I'd love to get away. Right, so there, you don't confuse the listener. Get away with? What are you trying to get away with? Right? So sometimes with these combinations, we do need to structure it in a way that's clear. So I haven't gotten ahead to replying. I haven't gotten along to replying. I haven't gotten around to replying to her email yet. This means I haven't had the time. I haven't had the time. I haven't gotten ahead, along, or around. All right. So choose A, B, or C, guys. And let me check in on Instagram. Sonia, Maria, Carmen, Ira. Very nice. All right. So you see, that really helps out. Look at all these people are showing up to the live stream. A lot of people are showing up to the live stream on YouTube, on Instagram, on Facebook. Yeah, now look at that. Look at that. Like magic. Like magic. We have armies of people joining these live streams, which is good. That is awesome. All right, guys, let's continue here. So, you haven't had time to reply to her email. I haven't had the time. I haven't gotten. Remember, that's American. British, it's I haven't got. Gotten doesn't exist in British English. In American English, we standardized it. There's enough confusion as it is, so we just added en, kind of like done. Or eaten, gotten. Yeah, makes sense, right? I haven't gotten ahead, along, or around, guys. Yes. Yes, thank you, Colin. Thank you, guys, for the engagement. That helps out. It's incredible. It's incredible how just a few extra people, right, helps. It helps out. So, oh, Erika is here. Welcome. Welcome. Hola, Erika. Mariana Javier, welcome. A lot of nice people on Instagram. A lot of nice people. I see Zex. Oh no, I see Bartek from Poland. Bartek from Poland. A lot of nice people. If you want to meet these nice people, join the WhatsApp community, guys. You'll meet a lot of nice people from around the world. And you get to practice your English, participate in the challenges watch exclusive content that I don't share, everywhere else. So here is I haven't gotten around. Oh, wow. Nobody got it. Nobody got it right. Nobody got it right. So to get around, right, to doing something, right? So you get around to. I haven't gotten around to, right? So that means to have enough time to do something. So let's practice this. I'm going to ask you a question in the poll. Noise suppression. Okay, thank you. Okay, sound is back. No sound on Instagram, no sound on Vimeo. Okay, but it should be back. So let me know if it is back. It should be back. And sorry about that, guys, right? Sometimes you need to be patient with technology because sometimes technology doesn't cooperate, right? So c'était ailleurs. Welcome. Welcome, Ahmed. Welcome, Ahmed. Right. Ahmed Bashir, an old student from Saudi Arabia. Cesar. Welcome, Cesar. Welcome to all our new friends who are joining. 10 people on Instagram. You see that? That's good. Double digits. We're getting more people on here. You see? If you like it, click the like. That helps also with the algorithm. And we can teach more people because people need to learn. All right, so here, when you want to tell someone, I'll call you later, do you say, I'll get to you later? I'll get in on you later? I'll get over you later? Or I'll get back to you later? A, B, C, or D, guys. So choose it and participate. Choose it and participate. All right, so the sound is back. Thank you, Mariana. Thank you for letting me know. Okay. Altamira, it's okay, nice. Good, good, good. I'll call you later. I'll call you later. You could say that. That's basic English. Basic English, I'll call you later. Advanced English, I'll get back to you later on. I'll get back to you later on. Right? Or you say, I'll get back to you on that. So, hey, do you want to come to the party this weekend? I'll get back to you on that. Right? So with these, just memorize it because it's a lot of prepositions. Back to you on that. I'll get back to you on that means I'll let you know later on. I'll let you know later. I'll get back to you later on. All right. They always get on my head. They always get on my nerves. They always get on my mind when they talk over each other. This means they irritate me. These guys irritate me. They make me angry. They make me angry. Paola, hi. Hi, Paola. Welcome. Welcome, Ahmed. Welcome. Very good, Paola. Good job. Good job. You get 5 points. Yes, this era was more predictable. Really? What do you mean, this era? This era was more predictable. Era as in like the modern age? So here, this lady is angry because her friends talk over each other. What does that mean, to talk over somebody else? Means you're speaking and then I speak at the same time. I talk over you. So you're telling me your story and then I don't let you finish your thought. I speak over you, or I talk over you. Meaning I it's not polite. Let's put it that way. It's not polite to talk over other people, right? So very nice, very nice. All right, so here, they always get on my nerves. They always get on my nerves. They get on my nerves. They make me angry. They irritate me. So, a question for you: what gets on your nerves? What gets on your nerves? What irritates you? What annoys you? Right, so I'll tell you what gets on my nerves. I'm pretty patient. I'm very mild. And I'm not choleric in nature, right? But sometimes when people do things in public that are asocial, meaning like they don't wait in line, they don't wait for their turn, they just show up like they own the place, right? Or let's say you're sitting somewhere public and people put their feet on on chairs and on the sofa, like their shoes, their dirty shoes. They just come to your house and they put their feet on your beautiful leather sofa, right? That gets on my nerves, right? Or when I go to the movie theater, because I love going to the IMAX. I love the experience. I grew up with it, so I still like going to the movie theater. Believe it or not, I still do. Right? When people make a lot of noise, when people answer their phone at the movie theater or somewhere, like public places, right? So basically, asocial behavior gets on my nerves. Lil says people speaking too loud in public gets. So it gets on my nerves. Don't forget the S in front at the end of gets. Right. Nice. So what gets on your nerves, guys? All right. We're almost done. So stay with me here. Right. Drop a few likes here and there if you're on different platforms. All right. We need to get to the answer. We need to get to the destination. We need to get to the point instead of discussing irrelevant details. And this is a very common thing, right? People, they waste time, right? They beat around the bush when they say, oh, all these irrelevant details. You see this a lot in meetings. I don't know, maybe at work, you waste so much time during meetings discussing irrelevant details, meaning details that are not important, they're irrelevant. Right? So if someone, goes on and on, all these details, all these things that don't matter, you'll say, get to the answer, get to the destination, or get to the point. Meaning, stop wasting my time. Right? Just give me, the essence of it. Just tell me what I need to know. Right? Get to the point. Get to the point. Right? So you can use this if someone, what's a good example? Okay, so this guy, a good guy. He's a good guy, but he drags on his stories. He just keeps going, and a very simple thing like, oh, I went to the gym today. It takes him 5 minutes to tell you that he got injured at the gym. Oh, I this and that, and then I was lifting the weights, and all of a sudden, I felt the weight, slip, and then everyone was watching me, and basically he got injured. But it took him 5 minutes because he gives you all these details that are irrelevant, So in that situation, you can say, hey, by the way, just get to the point. Get to the point. I don't have time. Right. But of course, sometimes you do want the details. And if it's a friend, right, or if it's a good story, then you don't want to say get to the point. You want to get the details. Right. So it's important in communication to get to the point. Right? Sometimes you can give details, sometimes it's good. Storytelling is important. But as Jim Rohn says, effective communication is 20% what you know and 80% how you feel about what you know. See, that's communication. Right? It's an art, right? But sometimes you do need to get to the point. There is no D. There is no D, Lil. So Sonia says, a bad internet connection gets on her nerves. Yeah, I agree. That gets on my nerves as well. So this guy, he used to struggle, right? He used to have problems. He used to struggle, but now he's really getting ahead in his career, getting forward in his career, or getting up in his career, meaning he's advancing. Right? He's advancing. He is becoming successful. Right? He says, a successful man continues to look for work after he has found a job. That's a nice quote. I love that quote. Right? The successful man is the one who had the chance and took it. Another great quote right there on the right-hand side. Now the middle, that's if you're watching the full screen. If you're watching on Instagram, you don't get the side content, you just get the middle content in the red box. So a lot of people are saying, well, why do you have a red box there? What's that red box all about? Well, I'll tell you exactly what that red box is. That's what you see on Instagram. So on Instagram, you see the red box. If you're on YouTube or Facebook or on Vimeo or wherever else, right, on Twitch, on Kick, wherever you are, you get a full screen. So you get some more quotes and pictures on the side. But if you're on Instagram, you just get the middle portion. And so he used to struggle. He used to have problems, money problems, financial problems, professional problems. But now he's really getting ahead. So you don't say get forward, right? It's understandable if you say, I need to get forward in life. It makes sense. Is it correct? No, it's not. It's not right. You want to get ahead in life. Question for you. What do you need to do in order to get ahead in life? To get ahead professionally, to get ahead financially, to get ahead socially, right? You can also get ahead socially, right? So getting ahead means becoming successful. What do you need to do in order to get ahead? That's my question for you. All right. Altamira is participating. Very good. Altamira. Yes. All right. It's A, get ahead. Right. So struggle, Mariana, struggle means to have problems. If you struggle, it means it's difficult for you. It's difficult. It's not easy. You struggle. You have problems. Right? If you're struggling with your English, let me know. I can help you. Right? Students always tell me, hey, David, I struggle with this. I struggle with that. What do I say? I got you. I got you. Meaning, no problem. I will take care of you. All right. So Lil says, to get ahead in life, you need to take advantage of each opportunity, of every opportunity, I would say. You must take advantage of every opportunity you get in life. Fantastic. Good. Good. So I'll give you 4 points for that. Common says you have to be steady. Ooh, in order to get ahead. Right. Steady. Right. The consistency is key. You need to be consistent if you want to get ahead in life. Last one, guys. She's barely getting on. She's barely getting by. She's barely getting over. What does this mean? It means that she has enough money to survive, but barely enough. Oh. All right, so let's see. Let's do this one again. So A, B, or C. All right, meaning she doesn't have extra money. She doesn't have extra money. She has enough money to pay for the basic things, but it's like every month, the money that comes in, she spends everything that comes in, right? So she can't save any money, right? It's like barely, just she spends $10,000 a month, and she makes $10,000 a month, right? So she's, at the end of the month, she has zero money left. So she's barely getting on, barely getting by, barely getting over. Which one is it? Which one is it? All right, she's barely getting. All right, you knew this one. So Maria says, working at night and sleeping during the day. You gain knowledge and experience at the same time, but you were always sleepy. I see. So before, that was your schedule in the past. Okay, so in the past, you worked night shifts. Your schedule right now, you have a normal schedule. That's good. That's a good thing. Right, so barely getting by. Right. So are people in your country getting by? Right. Are most people, able to pay for their bills? Right, so here, yes or no. Answer this question in the poll. Are people in your country getting by? Right. You can also say, for example, okay, one more time, guys. Sorry about that. For some reason, are people in your country getting by these days? And so this is about money. Are people making enough money? Are they able to pay for their bills? Okay, so here we go, guys. So go right here, answer yes or no, and tell me, are people getting by in your country? Right? Or are people, suffering? Right? Are people experiencing financial hardship? Hardship means they're struggling. They're struggling financially, right? So it depends where you're from. I guess some countries, if you're in Switzerland, right? People are getting by in Switzerland, in Luxembourg, in Liechtenstein. People are getting by without a problem, right? In Dubai, people are getting by. Other countries, it's a little tougher. It's a little tougher to get by, right? Even in America, not everyone is Most people are barely getting by in America because things are becoming expensive. Bills keep piling up. They keep piling up. And, it's not easy to get by. Right? It's not easy to get by, but it is possible. Right? We just need to, to make some right decisions, maybe adjust our lifestyles, or get a better job, get a side hustle, learn how to make money on the internet, and then it'll be easier to get by. Right? It used to be, people say that it used to be easier to get by. In, 50 years ago. Right? So people are saying yes. Now here's another question. Is it easier or harder to get by these days? So choose easier or harder. So think about this. In America, in let's say the 50s, but from the 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, all the way to the 80s, a normal middle class family was able to get by with one salary. They were able to get by with one salary. It was, one person could work. Typically it was the man, right? The dad worked, the mom took care of the kids, and the family was able to get by. Right now, if you live in a big city in the US or in the West, it's hard to get by on one salary unless you have a top tier job, right? So a lot of people say, well, economists agree that it is, at least in America, it's harder to get by today than in the past. But maybe if you lived in the Soviet Union, if you lived through communism, if your country was worse off in the past, you're better off right now. Well, it's easier to get by right now because you have democracy, you have a free market in your country, so better jobs, more money, so it's easier to get by. All right, so yeah, everyone wants an iPhone. It's true, right? It's people like their iPhones. All right, guys. So let's see. Any other comments here? Phrasal verbs are extremely challenging, Maria. You're absolutely right. Mariana says we're not free. We're not free. Yeah. It's I wish we were. I wish we were free. But then I guess it just depends what your definition of free is, right? Can we be free? That's a question for you. Bartek says we can live in Poland. So in Poland is doing very well economically right now. That's true. Poland is doing well economically. A lot of jobs there. A lot of companies are moving to Poland. So Poland is seeing a lot of prosperity. All right. Any other comments here, right? If you struggle with English, I got a solution for you, Mariana. So if you're struggling with English, all you got to do is join this very nice community right here. This community right here will give you the chance to learn, right? To learn with me good, let's see. So let's see. I'm trying to find. All right. I'm trying to find the QR code. Oh, let's see. I might not be able to find the QR code, but let's see. Is it this one? Okay, good. All right, so I'm going to share the QR code, so be patient. Be patient. I'm going to share the QR code so that you can join the WhatsApp community. Right. All right. All right, so can you see it? Or maybe you can't see all of it. This is so yeah, you might not be able to see all of it. Okay, no problem. Just send me a message, send me a DM. I will send you the link to the WhatsApp group. Okay, so that you can join the community, you can learn with us, you can participate in the challenge, and actually the challenge, I'll post it. It'll be to use get 5 times different expressions in 30 seconds. That's going to be your challenge in the WhatsApp group. So join the WhatsApp community, participate, engage with the content, leave comments, ask questions, and participate in the challenges. That's where you get the results, right? And then you can also join the speaking groups, right? The speaking groups right here. If you want to speak, if you need to practice your conversation skills, we have speaking groups every single day. All levels, so pre-intermediate to advanced. All levels are covered. You remember, we got to practice our speaking skills. Just knowing the vocabulary is not enough. You got to be able to use it. You got to be able to synthesize, right? You need to be able to express yourself. So a lot of people, they just learn, they just memorize. Oh, I know it. I can pass the test. But passing the test, is a different thinking process. When you have conversations with people, it's not A, B, C, or D. A conversation with another person is you expressing your ideas. And you only get to do that with practice, right? Practice makes perfect. Okay, so if you need to practice, send me a message and you can join the community and the speaking groups. All right, so Irena, Maria, Sonia, Lil, Common, right? Everyone in the chat, thank you very much. Sonia, Ali. Okay, great. Everyone on Instagram, right? Seda, Dennis, Mariana, Gutenart, or Lana. All right. If you're on Instagram and you want to keep learning, join the community. Send me a message and you can join our community. All right, guys. Take care. And as always, have a great night. Keep learning English. Never give up. And bye-bye.